Hi folks, Kenny the Vaping here, back again, yes, with another review. Yes, things are starting to come again, and you know, things are being made available again. We're starting to get our hands on gear again, so long may it live. Today we are looking at this bad boy. This is the Aromamizer Ragnar rdta by those folks at Steamcrave. Yeah, so before we get down, have a look at this bad boy. Please do remember to do all the usual stuff, like, share, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below. Much appreciated if you will do that for me, please. So in the meantime, let's roll the intro. Yeah. Right folks, here we are down at the table looking at the Aromamizer Ragnar rdta. As you can see, it's your typical Steamcrave box. Title, tank, Steamcrave, flavour and cloud beast. Yeah. On the side, your Steamcrave, SC number, Steamcrave. Your colour, I've got the stainless. On the back, where you normally barcode, CE marks, and your security code, your scratch and sniff thing, whatever it's called. So when you open up the box, you are presented with this lot. So you've got that horrible little screwdriver that probably not very many people use. You've got an absolute crap load of O-ring. I mean, oh, you can see how good that is, but that there is an absolute crap load of O-rings. Sorry, the light's reflecting a bit on it, but you know, there you get the general idea. But yeah, you get this little fellow, which I'll talk about later, which is a reducer ring for the it's an airflow reducer ring, or it's not, it's a deck reducer ring. It's a reducer ring anyway, so I'll talk about that in a minute. You get your spare glass as always. You get the actual RDT itself. In the bottom you get your normal Steamcrave sticker, and you get this destruction manual. This one's slightly better, actually. It's got a bit more detail in, a bit more, you know, information. And the thing I do like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, if you do a freeze frame, whatever you want to do, but it shows you a rough idea how to coil and build, and it recommends there 3.5 ID coil, cut at 5mm leg length. So there you go. That's what we'll do. Yeah, it's quite, you know, informative. You know, bits and bobs either side. You know, just about, I've got upside down with my leg. There you go. More bits and bobs, just instructions on how to basically do it. So if we get this fella kind of folded up and dump him back in there, dump him back in there, dump him back in there, put him back. Put that back, the O-rings back, and what we'll do is, I'll put that on one side, over here. We'll have a look at the fella here, if I can zoom in just a tad so you can see it a bit better. It should do about there. I hope I'm not too close, but so from the top you get this lovely looking drip tip. It's a 22mm, your usual 10. It's in pretty snug. My God, is it not? The top of the side bit does look like it moved. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But it's nicely, you know, it's lovely looking, like a tortoisey shell type effect. Quite nice. You can also put your own 810s on. There's a big O-ring inside there. Oh, this light's not great. That just sits in snug. Usual Steamcrave, unscrew the top, there's your top piece there, O-ring there, great big massive fill ports as usual, chimneys down there, pop that back on top, come down, you have your glass section here, and your chimney inside, tank holds 18ml of e-liquid, Then you have your juice flow control, which is, you know, the usual steamcrave stuff, you know. There you go, it's open, unlocked, open, locked. Now the interesting bit is the airflow. The airflow is absolutely awesome on this. Your choice of airflow is phenomenal. We'll start there. Like, there's your single slot side airflow, and if we move it round, you've got 2 slot side airflow, and this is the gem. 2 slot airflow and bottom airflow. Yes, bottom airflow. Steamcrave say it's about 80% side airflow and 20% bottom airflow. So that's that one. Then you have a single slot and bottom airflow, which is there. Then you have just, my hands are a bit greasy, sorry, just bottom airflow, which is there. And then you're back to your single side. So a lot of airflow options there. Look on the bottom, again your usual stuff, designed by BJC, CE marks, serial number, I've got 302. Oh, you can see, bloody light crap, I'm getting too much reflection off the light, but you know, you can kind of get the gist. Year 10, see there's some insulation around your pin, your 510 connector. You can see there's some insulation around that, peak insulation. And if I can turn it to the side for you, it does stick out a reasonable amount, so you may be able to put it on a mech or hybrid, but as I always stress, do so at your own risk. Now, if we take off, hang on a minute, my focus gone out of hell there a minute, hang on, just check that, there you go. If you take off the bottom, it's the usual steamcrave design, the bottom cap comes off and your deck just sits inside, like so. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Looking inside, if I can just show you with something like this. This is your airflow, that's your bottom, that's your 2 side bits. And obviously these big holes here is where your juice comes down. Nice big chamber. Looks really clean and nice in there, it's absolutely spot on. Generally it is, it's typical steamcrave, it's just crave. It's absolutely stunning machining. And we'll have a quick look at this deck now. And here we have it. Poster style deck, as you can see. Where am I going? There you are. Poster style deck with your big juice pores, your big wicking ports there, big wicking port there. These are your screws. This is your bottom airflow, you know, like the honeycomb design, what most of them are. On the side, you know, you've got your hex screws here, hex screw there. This is the hole for your airflow. It's exactly the same on the other side. And it looks quite interesting. So we're obviously going to be putting a build on that, and I'll find a modern stuff to do that with. Yeah, we'll come back. Although, hang on, before we come back, I'll explain this fella here. This fella here is your reducer ring, and basically what that does, it like makes it back compatible with your Aromamizer Plus Original and your Aromamizer V2. You can actually put the decks in here, including the mesh. Basically, that sits in here. You can see, line it up here with the grooves like so, sit it flush, and that's how that sits. It makes the chamber smaller. Now if you get this is the Aromamizer Plus Original. Probably got some coils on this deck like, but you know, we'll see. Just bear with us, I'll just put, there you go, an original Aromamizer Plus deck. And that there will just sit once you line up your notches. Bear with us, I'm a spacker. And there you go, that will sit on there. Put your base back on. And then you can use, you know, them decks in there. That is the purpose of that ring. One thing to note, obviously, I mean, you will lose your bottom airflow obviously because these decks are not designed that way. So anyway, we'll get a bit of a tidy up here, we'll come back and we'll throw a build on. Back in a tick. Right folks, we're back. I do apologise for that cut. Everything that can go wrong for this review is going wrong. I had no batteries for the mod, then my battery on my camera died. Oh, God. And now the embarrassing thing is I'm struggling for coils, so I've had to rip some out of another bringing atomizer to put in, but they are reasonably new coils. They're by this guy here, homemade coils. Definitely recommend them. And these ones are the Clapton's triple core NI80s, so I'm just going to crack on with these for now folks, just so we can get this bloody review finished. I'm going to back these screws off a bit on this deck, like I said. It's such an easy deck to build on. This is just a postless deck folks. I'll just zoom in a bit if you want us to have a look there. Just there you go. Your hands might hide some of it, but these are pretty. I've only been using these for about a week or so, so there are enough space them out a bit, so they're still good to go, but you know, it gives you an idea anyway. I'll just give them a little nip first, just to get them in somewhere near where they need to be, and I'll just, you know, straighten them out a bit. These ones are 3mm because I ain't got no 3.5s yet, so it's kind of reminding us I've got to put my order in, but you can kind of see what's going on there. Just give them a final nip. Again, final nip. That's somewhere near where it needs to be. Space these out a bit as well, so they kind of fit across the gap we have here. So again, just back these out a bit. Drop this fella in. Get them roughly to size, same as there. Do forgive that background noise, that'll be one of the door buzzers and these flats. They're pretty loud as out, you can hear everything. So do apologise for that. And all the racket with the doors open and shutting, but you know, that's part of living in a flat. Again, just get this one bloody thing positioned nicely. If you want it so you know you've got it over the bottom air slots. They're nicely positioned. And I'd say you're probably looking for something like that. We'll burn them in because they'll be fine anyway, I think. Just bear with us here, we'll just see if we can burn these in. They should go in straight away because they're spaced. There goes, no strumming needed, the spot on, they're already bedded in. Crack the coils these, so. Wicking. This is where the fun and games start. It's like every other steamcrave, you know. You've got this big juice wells here. It's just the damming method basically. Find some cotton somewhere. I'll go and fund some of that. Just tear a bit off this. Just been using this bit of cottony bacony stuff for the time being. Just need to tear a bit more off. And we'll just pull it in half. That should be enough for what I want. I'll just go nice and fluffy. And like I say, we'll just start to thread that through there nicely. Just get it pulled through, just nice. Pull it back and forwards, get it bedded in. Same on the other side. Pull it back. Get it threaded through, nice as ninepence. Now, all you need here is just enough cotton for it to sit there. So, the instructions recommend you kind of like, I think see if you see this O-ring, if you kind of bend it down and mark it roughly there, that's probably where you want to cut it. So I'm going to go with that, just out of argument's sake. So I'll just put my scissors down, I'll just put a mark roughly where the O-ring is. I can see where that is, don't know if you'll be able to see, but just cut them like so. And obviously just guess it in with the other side kind of thing, which will be about, let's say, be about there. And there you go. So we'll have the usual scenario, just combing them out a touch. Just get rid of some of the crap. Pull that off. Same on the other side, just comb it out a touch. Just not a great deal, just thin it out, just get the crap out. And then I think most of these, when you wick this fella, you want to be pushing in from the bottom. Just give it a fluff. Basically you just want to be going in from the bottom here, just pushing it, letting it settle in. See, it'll just fall in itself. You just push it back and just settle itself in. Let's tilt this up a bit so I can see what I'm doing, folks. And you just let it settle itself in. It all nicely spread out. Don't worry if you're not quite full, because it will, you know, it will expand when it gets the juice. Again, just from the bottom, you're just dropping this stuff in, just letting it find its own way, easing it in, bit by bit, just let it ease its own way in. As you can see, as you're pushing it from the bottom, the top naturally just comes down itself anyway, you know, and it just drops in like so. Basically, folks, let's tidy that up a bit there, just make sure that's all nicely filled. Basically, folks, that is it. So now it's just a case of the usual scenario, you know, people just lash it up with juice. I'm using my normal here, you know, my cherry cake dodgers by Butter Vapes, and just like get it all lashed on here. Little pulse out, suck it all in. Just little pulses like so, just to let it absorb. All the edges soaked. The usual stuff, folks, you know how we're going, just get everything absolutely saturated. Yeah, on this side, just saturate the whole thing. I say this will expand and fill up any gaps in that little wicking well, so you should be okay to go. Again, just lots and lots of juice on. It's bubbling away in this nicely now. There you go. And what you do, once I take this reducer out, take your tank, just wiggle him on the top, turn him so you can, till you hear him click in. There you go, he's clicked in. Then you just unscrew it like so. As you can see, that's sticking. You know, you don't want too much of this stuff sticking through here. You know, that's probably what you're aiming for. Something I don't want nothing sticking out too much. It's just a case of putting your base on like so. Don't want to really, you know, just finger tight will do. And we will be locking off our juice well, which you can see is there. You just lock that off. We'll get it filled up. I can find the hole. There you go. God, I'm making a blinking mountain out of a molehill here, aren't I? Whack that out. Just whack all this stuff in. You know, you've got massive kidney holes, you can just absolutely drown, just dump your juice in here. You know, it takes absolutely, you know, 18 ml of juice, plenty of juice in here. This may take a while, I'm nearly there. There you go. Pop the lid back on, like so. Again, just finger tight, that's all you need. Get your juice flow control ring. Well, there we are. And now we just want to open that up. As you can see, it'll start to bubble. It'll bubble a bit when it fills up. And get your airflow set. That, folks, is the Ragnar ready to vape. So we're going back up top now, and we'll have a blast on it. Yeah. Thank God that's over. Sorry for the bit funny on, so I'll see you up there, folks. Right, folks, here we are back up top looking at the Ragnar by Steamcrave. Just wow, really. Before we get down to it, well, I'll just tell you what I've got here. It's 3.4 volts. It's hitting about 105 watts. Them coils come out at 0.11. I don't know if you can actually see that. I don't know if it'll show you it, whatever. But that's what it's coming out at. I'm rocking me cherry cake Dodgers as always from Butter Vapes. Yeah, let's give it a go. I think it's a bit cloudy here anyway after the first couple of puffs, but anyway, here we go. See, the clouds of it is unbelievable. The airflow, I've got the airflow configuration fully open. Clouds are phenomenal. Fuck hell. Can you see me, people? Bloody hell, that is phenomenal. I'm just going to try the different airflow configurations for you so you can see how they all work. So we're going to go to the bottom airflow off and just the two side airflows. Flavour's still pretty much the same, but it's a bit more restrictive. And obviously now we're going to restrict it down to just the single airflow. Flavour is a bit more prominent, obviously restricted right down, it's very restrictive. Now we're going to spin round to just the bottom airflow. Very restrictive on these little single slots, like very. Wow, flavour's there, like definitely. We're going to go one slot bottom airflow. Excuse me. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, it's really clouded out. Jesus. And then we'll go back to full airflow. God damn. Excuse me. Just kind of breathing for oxygen. The reason it's getting fogged out in here is because where I'm sitting with it, well, there's a main road literally 50 yards there. It's a busy road. And if I open the windows, you'll not hear us because the traffic is just fucking, you know what I mean, it's whizzing round. But anyway, what do I like and what do I not like about this? To be honest, there's not that much, fucking hell, there's not that much not to like about the steamcrave product. The machining, the quality of the build is always top notch. I'm loving this drip tip. Though I must admit, when I first got that, this blue one came off, so I've had to glue it back on because it's supposed to be glued on, but it actually came off. So I had to super glue that on. So you probably put that as a con, but I don't know if it was just, you know, the one I got. But it's nothing. It's fixable. It's nothing to you know, write home about. But the build quality is fantastic. The flavour of this is absolutely fantastic. The clouds, as you've seen, is absolutely phenomenal. The airflow configurations, the flavour does improve, like with probably most, you know, RTAs, etc. You know, the more you close it down, the more intense the flavour gets. It does improve, but not by huge amounts. You know, it's still just as good with it wide open. At least that's what I find anyway. It's spot on. But my preferred is, I would say the one I really do prefer is the single air slot and the bottom airflow. That's my preferred. It's just the right airflow for me. Just, you know, the right resistance and everything is just spot on for me. That love that. Cons with this. it's the same old with steamcrave. Although this one is slightly better, but these juice control rings here have always been tight. This one is, it's much smoother. You can move this one much easier. But I just find like where they've got these little marks here, why don't they just put some nail like that? It would be much easier to grip, you know what I'm saying? That's my only gripe with these. Bar that is absolutely stunning. It is really stunning. The bottom airflow has made it 100% different. It's much better. With regards to the back compatibility, where you can put the aromathermizer decks in, the V1 and the V2, you do lose that bottom airflow. And to me, like if you've got that tank with them decks, you know, is there any point in doing it? You know, I mean, it's probably subjective to how you like to vape. The plus side of it, obviously, is you can put the mesh deck in off the V2 in this. At the moment, this is the only deck that comes with this, so I'm hoping at some point they'll probably bring a mesh deck out for it, or the decks for it, which would be a good thing. Only the surprising thing, it's only 18 mils, not an extension like you get on most of the steamcrave products, or apart from the Titan, because that has got big mode as well, hasn't it? It's huge, but you know, you normally get an extension to make the capacity a bit more. What I didn't show is that it's the same with other steamcrave tanks. You can actually remove the glass, put this down here, and make it into like an rdta dripper type thing. But to me, you're buying these for the capacity of juices. You know, that's, I mean, if anybody uses it as an rdta type tank, please let us know how you get on. I mean, personally, I've never even had the inkling to try it, you know what I mean? It's just I bought it because it holds the amount of juice. That's what you buy it for, capacity. But yeah, if anybody's used it and they find it different, by all means let us know in the comments, you know. But to me, you know, I can't really see the point of it, like I said. You just buy these things for capacity. But yeah, it's just another fabulous steamcrave product. You know, they don't bring stuff out that often, you know, that they do, you know, there is a bit of a gap between their releases, but when they do release something, it is good. 99 times out of 100 it is good, if not excellent. Personally, I think this is probably the best steamcrave tank up to date. Really do. Just because of that bottom airflow, that has made a 100% difference. Like I may have said down the table, it's 80% side or top airflow and 20% bottom airflow, and they've got that mix spot on. It is absolutely bang on. So yeah, what can I say except it is a fantastic rdta, absolutely awesome. Plus, as you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of steamcrave anyway, because I'm gushing on about this, so I think we'll wrap this one up, guys. I mean, would I recommend it? Definitely, without a doubt. It is a phenomenal tank. Loads of clouds, loads of flavour. I reckon it's the best thing to date, without a doubt. No problems whatsoever on that one. So, I'll stop drooling over this and I'll wrap this one up, guys. So I've been Kenny the Vaping Heed. Stay safe, vape safe. I'll see you all very soon in the next one, through this very cloudy room. Cheers now. Bye.